Welcome back, Frank Trigg, of course, MMA Oddsbreaker. Damon Jackson is on the other side of the line, getting ready to fight Leonard Garcia coming up in LFC. That's Legacy Fighting Championships 33. The feeder league, the unofficial feeder league to the UFC. It is becoming now where you get a couple wins, you start doing very well. All of a sudden, the UFC wants to pull you in, especially at a weight class like 145, where everybody needs bodies at that weight class right now. The UFC needs bodies. Legacy Fighting Championships needs bodies. Everybody needs bodies at 145.
Yeah.
I ask everybody else at Legacy, what's the pressure like knowing the UFC is paying attention? But let's be honest, we're all professional athletes. Well, I was a professional athlete. You're a professional athlete. You understand the pressure's the same, whether the UFC is watching or not. What does Leonard bring as far as pressure goes to the cage? Do you worry about anything he's got going on? Does he bring any added pressure than anybody else you fought in your 8 wins?
No, actually, I mean, preparing for this fight, it's been no different. It's not like I have some special game plan. I've been, I watch Leonard, I see, he's done great things. He's been around for a long time, but he's still got holes in his game. And, I've got great coaches behind me that we're going to exploit that. I have a pretty strong game plan against him. And, I feel confident going into the fight, just seeing, the way he's fought the past couple of fights. I see holes in his game, even as long as he's been fighting. So the pressure, I mean, I don't feel any extra pressure just because, somebody's watching, because you never know, it's on national television. There's no telling who's watching. So, I don't really go into, who's watching or what I'm going to do. I'm just going to go out there and do, what I've been training to do. So
now let's take the folks at home through your record at this point. You're 8-0. First fight against Slayer, TKO punches first round. Second fight, Graham, submission, first round. Church, submission, second round. Church again, submission, second round. Luna, submission, second round. Miller, TKO in the first round. Orbegon at second round submission. And then Tucker, second round submission. Do you have a fear of going into the third round? Are you just will not go to the third round? Is that what the problem is?
No, I mean, I like to any chance I get, any opening, I'll take advantage of it. I don't care if it's on the feet or if it's on the ground, like wherever it is. Any time that I get a chance to go for a finish, I want to finish the fight. I don't want to, mess around and then who knows what will happen. The person might get lucky and throw that one punch. I don't like to go to the judges' scorecards. I've seen people that I've known in the past, real close fight, and then, or even, even if they dominate the fight, you still lose the decision. You don't know how the judges see the fight. So honestly, I just don't want to leave it in the hands of someone else, because it's, my career, and I want the finish for sure, and I want the win every single time I get a chance. So I'll take whatever opening I get.
Now you have teammates that fight as well, and I know that some of those guys go to decision factor. Do you think there still is a big problem in MMA today with the refereeing and the judging that's going on?
Yeah, and I think that's another part why, people kind of fear, you kind of have a little bit of fear going into that the scoring, because you never know, what kind of background these judges have, or the referees. You don't know what they've done in the past, like how they scored the fight, because if someone can just lay on top of you the whole time and then come out the third round and the other guy turns it around with a couple of punches, you never know. If they want to see that exciting fight, they might give it to that guy that hasn't had the control the whole fight, or whatever the situation is.
Right.
But you as a fighter, you don't see it the way the judges and referees see it. So it's kind of fearing to me just to see to leave it up to someone else and give it, because we work so hard. All fighters do, or most fighters do. Work and train so hard and so many hours in a day, to leave it in the hands of someone else is kind of foolish on their part. So anytime I get a chance, I definitely want to go for the finish and just, choose my own destiny. Don't leave it in someone else's hands, for sure.
Who gave you the nickname the Leech?
Actually, it was like 3 of my buddies it was like my sophomore year of college, and we were just we were doing some game. I don't even remember what it was. It was like a riding game, just basically the bottom man's trying to work up, and I was staying on top of everyone the whole time. And they're like, oh, man, you're like a leech. And then just kind of after that, it just kind of stuck with me. So through college and wrestling, just got the nickname for my top game.
What college did you go to?
Missouri Valley College up in Marshall, Missouri. Yeah.
And then so that obviously makes sense. The reason why you're so good at getting submissions, because you've had those years and years and years of just riding guys in college. And making sure you keep a guy down. Once you take him down, you keep him down. Makes the job a lot easier.
For sure.
To date, of the 8 guys we have fought, who was the toughest matchup? Doesn't necessarily mean, obviously you finished every guy so quickly. It doesn't look like on paper like the one guy that was super tough, but who is that one guy that always sticks out every time you think about a tough fight that you've had so far?
My last fight, Hunter Tucker, I honestly, I was so prepared for that fight. I had so much these mental games going on. I knew that he was going to be my toughest challenge going into the fight. He brought a lot. He had really good striking, really good counter punching, and it was pretty good on the ground also. But, I don't feel like he showed up fully in that fight. But I'd have to say probably my toughest challenge so far was I fought Luis Luna down in Midland, Texas. And I got tested that fight. I came out real strong, had the fight going my way the whole time. And then he rocked me at the end of first. And I had a fight to survive just that whole first. And then coming into the second, I kind of got my way back. I took it back down. And then I actually ended the fight up pretty quick into the second. But just going into that fight, it was kind of like I didn't get to watch a lot of video on him, so I was didn't know what to expect with him. And he just came out real tough, and he caught me off guard in the first. And that was definitely my toughest fight so far. Just physically and whatever. But Hunter Tucker, more mentally, I had a little bit more fear for him.
Hunter Tucker was at the Legacy Fighting Championships 28. Finished him in the second round at 324 with a rear naked choke, and then Luna was back in 24/7 Entertainment 9, Enemy of the State. And that was submission by armbar at 115 to the second. And they're both fights were great fights. But this next fight with Leonard Garcia can be seen on Access TV July 18th, Legacy Fighting Championships 33. Really, Damon, thanks for coming out here. I appreciate it.
I appreciate the coverage.
I'm a huge fan of Mick Maynard, so obviously when anything goes on Legacy, I get to watch all the guys and kind of see how things are going with them. So I'm a big fan of yours, so I appreciate you coming out here with us.
Yeah, I appreciate the coverage too. Thank you.
Talk to you soon.
All right.